Okay, because the velocity is denoted in factor, we will need to review our knowledge about factor first. Yeah. So a factor is an object with a magnitude and direction. It can be denoted as a with a line, yeah, above the a, or a with an arrow above a. Yeah, we will use the arrow notation instead. Yeah, because the a with a line, we use it as an average. Yeah. Okay, and a factor may be found with 2 points. So if I have a and b here, I can form a factor ab, yeah, or a factor ba. Yeah, a factor from a to b is written as ab, yeah, and then we draw arrow above ab, something like this. The elements of a factor may be represented as a comma-separated numbers enclosed in brackets, yeah, with respect to its dimension. So for two-dimensional factor, we simply write as x comma y enclosed in brackets. Yeah, so for example, 0.0 and 0. For three-dimensional factor, we write it as x comma y comma z. Yeah, actually there is a four-dimensional factor, but we won't study about four-dimensional factor. Yeah, for the first part of the semester, we will learn about the factor in two dimension. Yeah, in Unity we use Unity 2D, and then at the second part of the semester we will move into 3D world, Unity 3D as well. Okay, the factors with a single lowercase letter are originated from the center of its coordinate. Yeah. So for 2D, the origin is 0 and 0, x 0 and y 0. For 3D, it's 0, 0 and 0. Yeah, x equals to 0, y equals to 0, and z also equals to 0. Okay, a factor AB may be found from 2 points A and B using the following formula. Yeah, it is very simple. The factor AB is B subtracted with A. Yeah, so you simply subtract its element from both points. Yeah, if I have AB, then the x component is xb minus xa, and then the y component is yb minus ya. Yeah, but you need to remember that it is switch the other around. Yeah, ab is b minus a, ba is a minus b. Yeah, so the last point subtracted with the first point. Okay, for example, I have a in 2 comma 3 here, and b is in x equals to 5 and y equals to 6. Yeah, then I can form the factor ab, which is the x value first. Yeah, 5 minus 2, which is 3, and then 6 minus 3, the y is also 3. Yeah, so I have the factor ab is denoted as 3 comma 3. Yeah, the x component is 3 and the y component is also 3. Then we have a factor magnitude, which is the length of a factor. We denote it by enclosing our factor in a vertical pipe, yeah, one line like this. The magnitude of a factor is calculated by taking a square root from the sum of its element squared first. Yeah. So for example, to the factor magnitude is the square root of x to the power of 2 and added by y to the power of 2. Yeah, so for example, if I have, let me clean my canvas again. Yeah, if I have the a factor is 2 and 3, then the length of the factor a is the square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared. Yeah, which is 4 and 9, that is the square root of 13. Yet, this is the magnitude or the length of the factor a. In the meantime, after we have calculated the magnitude, yeah, we can form what we call a unit factor. Yeah, unit factor is a factor which the magnitude is exactly 1. Yeah, so sometimes people call it a normalized factor. A unit factor or a normalized factor is denoted by a lowercase letter with a circumflex. Yeah, the symbol is something like this. I usually just call it hat. Yeah, so let's call a unit factor something like a hat. Yeah, so if I mention a hat, it actually means the unit factor from a. Yeah, in physics, we use unit factors to represent directions. So x hat means the movement in the x direction, y hat means the movement in y direction, z hat represents the movement in z direction, and so on. Yeah, we can normalize a factor as unit factor by this formula. Yeah, so a hat is the factor divided by its magnitude. Yeah, so you can simply divide the xa and ya by the magnitude. Okay, another example. I will use a special value here. Yeah, let's say I have the factor p, which is something like 3 and 4. Yeah, and then we calculate the length first. The square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, which is 9 and 16, sum together. This is 5. Yeah. So I can create a p hat, which is the unit factor from p, equals to 3 over 5 and 4 over 5. Yeah, if you calculate the length or the magnitude of p hat, yeah, let's try that. Let's calculate the magnitude of p hat. It is equal to the square root of, sorry. Yeah, it is equal to the 3 over 5 squared plus 4 over 5 squared. Yeah, which results in, we know that the squared, 3 squared and 4 squared is 25. And for the denominator, it's also 25, which is 1. Yeah, so it is proven that the magnitude or the length of a unit factor is exactly 1. Okay, that's about unit factor. Yeah. After we have a unit factor, we can also write down the factor notation using unit factors. Yeah, we can use a algebraic notation. I have factor a can be denoted as x, the component of x multiplied by x hat, and then the component of y multiplied by y hat. Yeah, so for example here, I can also write down the factor a as 2x hat plus 3y hat. Yeah, in the same manner, I can write down this p factor by 3x hat plus 4y hat. Yeah, the other notation is the matrix notation. Yeah, something like this. A equals to x hat, y hat, and the component of the factor is in the bottom row. Yeah, xa and ya. Okay, so I can also write this a factor. I will write it here because I don't have enough space at the right. Yeah, I can also write it in matrix notation as some matrix like this. Yeah, The first row is always the unit factor x hat and y hat, and then the bottom row is the components of the factor. Yeah, in the same way, I can write down my p factor as a matrix x hat, y hat, 3, 4. Yeah, all of this notation refers to the same factor. Yeah, so you can use any notation you wish. Yeah, but for simplicity, I think we will use this parenthesis notation. Yeah, because it is much simpler. And this also applies with higher dimension factors as well. Yeah. So if you have the 3-digit factors, then just add the z hat in your algebraic notation or your matrix notation. Okay, what about the operations of two factors? Yeah, we have the factor addition. Two factors a and b can be added to form a new factor as described here. I have a and then I have b. Yeah, I can add a with b to form this new factor. Yeah, a plus b. Yeah, a plus b is simply the addition of its elements from both factors. Yeah, a plus b equals to xa plus xb for the x component and ya plus yb for the y component. Factor addition is commutative, so if you add a and b, it will result in the same factor as b added with a. Yeah, a plus b equals b plus a. For the subtraction, however, it is a little bit different. Yeah, two factors a and b can also be subtracted to form a new factor. So if I have my factor a here and then b points here, I can form a minus b, this factor. Yeah, by performing this calculation, a minus b is actually a plus b negated. Yeah, the negated version of b. We will talk how to negate a factor later. Yeah, it is simply xa minus xb and ya minus yb. Yeah, what about minus b? So we can multiply a factor by a scalar number to increase its magnitude. Yeah. So if I have a this factor, I can multiply it by a number 3. Yeah, to increase its magnitude by 3 times. Yeah. Ra equals to rxa and rya. Yeah, you can simply multiply the component of the factor by r. If you multiply the factor with a negative number, the direction is reversed. Yeah, so if I have a here, I can form a negative a by simply reversing its direction. Okay, so for exercise, let's do this simple math. Yeah, calculate the magnitude of these factors. I have factor k, 6 and 8, and then I have factor l, 9 and 11. Yeah, let's do the first calculation first. Let's say, I will give you the example for the factor k first. Yeah, k equals to, okay, oops, sorry, k is 6 and 8, and you are tasked with calculate the magnitude. Yeah, that means if we need to calculate the magnitude of factor k, it means to take a square root of 6 squared and 8 squared. Okay, how is my canvas is missing? Okay, so the result is 6 squared 36 plus 8 squared is 64, yeah. So this will result in square root of 100, which equals to 10. Okay, now it's your turn. If I have the vector L, 9 and 11, yeah, x equal to 9 and y equal to 11, please direct me how to calculate the magnitude of L. What should I do?
It's square root of 9
Square root
square,
of 9 square
9 square plus square
plus
plus 11 square.
11 squared. So this will result in
At
81
81
and
81,
plus 121
121,
121,
which is
and
200, 202.
202. Yeah, you can simply just calculator to calculate this. Okay, so I think you have understood the magnitude, yeah. What about the second question? Normalize these factors into unit factors. A is 4 and 8. Okay, wait second. I will prepare my canvas first. Okay, I think it's simpler to clean my canvas. Okay, yeah, I have the vector A is 4 and 8. A is 4 and 8. How to calculate the unit vector from A hat? Yeah, let me give you an example. So to be able to calculate A hat, you will need to calculate the magnitude first. Yeah. So the magnitude of the vector A is actually 4 square plus 8 square. This will equal to 16 and 64. Yeah. The square root of 80. Yeah, you can leave it like this, the square root of 80 of, or you can simplify it. 80 is 5 times 16. So I can simplify the square root of 16 into 4 and then multiply it by square root of 5. Yeah, if not, you can use the calculator. Can you help me? What is the value of square root of 80 using calculator?
it's around a 8.9442 something.
How much? 8.9?
0.9442.
Oh, 944, yeah. Oops, sorry. 8.94. Let's
Yes, sir.
assume that there is a 8.94, yeah. Okay, 94. Let's just take two decimal points then. So to calculate, sorry, not the magnitude. To calculate the unit vector of A, yeah, you can simply divide each component with its length, which means I will divide 4 with 4 and the square root of 5. 4 and the square root of 5, then I have 8 over the 4 square root of 5. Yeah, or if you want, you can also use your calculator. Yeah, 4 divided by 8.94 and not 5, 8 divided by 8.94 as well. Yeah, I think for this one the value is roughly a half. Yeah, 0.5 or 0.49 something. This one maybe 0.9 something. Am I correct? I'm just assuming. Can one of you help me calculate this one? How much is 4 divided by 8.94?
Sorry, sir. 4 divided by 8.9, or
Yeah, 4 divided by 8.94.
it's 0.444.
Oh, 0.44, yeah. Okay, roughly 0.44. And then what about 8 divided by 8.94? Maybe it's 0.8.
Yes, it's 0.89.
0.89, yeah. Okay, thank you. Or if you want, if you don't have any calculator, I think you must remember your math class. Here I have 1 over 5, 1 over square 5. And then I have 2 divided by square root of 5 here, which equals to 1 over 5 square root 5. And this will result in 2 over 5 square root 5. Yeah, if this is too much for you to remember, then just use calculator. Yeah, it's fine. Any questions about this illustration or this example? How to calculate a unit factor if a given factor?
Okay, sir.
Not yet. Okay, if there is no questions, then how about b? I have b equals to minus 5 and 7. Yeah, I will give you some time to calculate the unit factor. b, if I have the
Okay,
factor
so
b is negative 5 and 7, yeah?
yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're gonna calculate the method first.
Mm-hmm.
So we have square root of minus 5 plus 7. Well,
Mm-hmm.
7,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
And
square root
7
of
square.
7 square. And we got 20, square root of 25 plus 49.
Yes.
And then the set is 74.
74, yeah.
Yes, and I use the calculator to find the decimal. It
Yeah.
is 8.6.
8.6.
6. It has I mean it's 8.60 something. So
Or 8.60 something.
yes,
Yeah. You can just use 8.6 or 8.60. That's fine.
okay,
Okay.
and
And then,
then we can know the normal factor in the
yeah, unit
which is
factor.
yeah, the factor, which is b factor of x
Mm-hmm.
minus 5 of divided by
Divided by
8.6,
8.6. And
and 7
7
divided by
divided by
8.6.
8.6. Okay. Yeah. You can just calculate this for yourself. Yeah, because I don't have a calculator with me. How much is this one? Minus 5
Which
over 8.6
it's minus 5
should be 0 point,
minus 5 divided by 8.6 is uh, minus 0.58 something.
58 something. Okay. For this one,
And 8 divided 7
7 divided by
by
8.6,
8.6 is 0.81.
87
81.
or 81. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think you have been able to calculate either the magnitude of a factor and also create a unit factor from a given factor. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so yeah, for the next part, yeah, we will move into Unity. Yeah, I will give you the link to the YouTube video in Classroom. Yeah, so uh, for the next part, you will watch the video and then you may ask me, yeah, later by using the Hangouts group chat. Yeah, if you wish, you can also stay here. Yeah, but I don't think it is a good idea because I have tried it myself by leaving the Google Meet open, and then we have the Unity and Visual Studio 2019 also open. Yeah, it will tax your computer a lot. So I think it's best for us, yeah, to leave from the Google Meet right now, and then you can use the Google Hangouts group chat if you have any questions. Yeah, or if you really need to show me something of your work, yeah, if you have maybe any errors or any questions that you think it is best for both of us to share your screen, then uh, please just tell me and I will go back here as well. Yeah.
Is that